Hey folks, Deano here again. This time taking a look at something that I'm glad finally arrived. Yep, this is the Hasbro Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Black Power Ranger Remastered. That's a tongue twister all on of its own. But yeah, this is basically the remake with updated head sculpts, accessories, and pinless joints for the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection. And yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at the packaging, shall we? So yeah, typical Hasbro plastic-free packaging. I can't stand it, to be honest. You can't see what's inside it. I mean, even most figure arts have got a window. Like, would it really have killed you, Hasbro, just to have a square cutout? But yeah. Nice sort of picture right there of the Black Ranger. Mighty Morphin Black Ranger, Power Rangers logo. And on the back, we've got a picture of him morphing, despite having the morpher on his belt, and a picture of the render, which, if you have a look, yeah, that head sculpt looks a little bit different to what we got. Gotta be honest. I mean, at least we got a head sculpt for this one. Talking to you, Red Ranger. But yeah. I'm still very pleased to finally be getting these in. I'm not sure what's really keeping them. I pre-ordered them all from the whole shebang, and I got red. And I mean, to be fair, it's not the store's fault in any way. I would still recommend them. The guy replies to you almost instantly on Facebook, which I have been pestering him, to be fair. So apologies. But yeah, not sure why the small stores, small outlets, seems to be getting shafted with these releases, because the big stores have got pretty much all of them in stock now. I think the only one that's sort of missing in action is Pink Kimberly. I have no idea when that's coming in. Yeah, let's take a look at accessories, shall we? Before I rant this video into 15 minutes long. Yeah, let's get the parts off him. Move him out the road. So, main thing is his power axe, or his power blaster. Nicely detailed. There's some silver, yellow, and yeah, pretty nice. It's a little bit soft, not overly soft, and thankfully it didn't come warped in the package. Also, I haven't seen anyone mention this. I think you could back on the original release as well. Yeah, the weapons all combine into the proper power blaster, which no one has covered for the remastered ones. So yeah, I was confused as to whether they would actually combine, but yeah, they definitely will, with that piece being able to move. I will show that once the final figure comes in, whether that be green or pink. We will find out. In terms of Blade Blaster, he comes with all three. He's got the holstered one, with a little bit of silver there. He's got the blade mode, with some more nice silver. I didn't mention it on the rest of the reviews, but this bit here looks a bit plain. I think it's because that bit's supposed to be black and it's not. I always thought there was something a bit off about it, but no, I'm pretty sure. The handle itself is supposed to be black. And finally, you've got blaster mode. Apologies if this section looks a bit dark. I had to adjust the white balance because of, well, the Black Ranger messing with it. But yeah, nice white and silver there. Hole there for an effect piece, which you don't come with any of these figures. I'm not sure why. I'm not even sure if any effect pieces the Lightning Collection have come out with actually fit that. In terms of hands, well, hands and the morpher itself, can just about make that there. Let's see if I can bring the brightness up a bit. Yeah, you can see the coin right there quite nicely. And it comes with the morphing hands, which double as sort of posy hands as well. But yeah, quite nice. Mostly used for back to action poses, I would assume, because they've never properly morphed while still in the suit. It also comes with a pair of fists, which are the standard, and a pair of gripping hands. One of each is on him, which is why I'm only showing on one of them. So yeah, a word of warning, the grip hands are just the standard ones that you get with black, but the power axes, for lack of a better term, shaft, is quite thick. And yes, I realise what I said. In the context of the toy, people. But yeah, you have to really force the fingers open to get it onto the axe itself. And as for the head, yeah, that's not the head that they were displaying on the package. It still looks decent. Quite a few people have been saying this looks nothing like Zack, but to be honest, I can see the likeness. If you look at it from certain angles, I can see the Walter Jones in there. But it is slightly cartoony, I will admit, especially compared to the box. But yeah, it gets the point across, and to be completely honest, I'm never going to use it anyway. Plus, at least we got one. Still aren't over that. But yeah. And last but not least, he comes with the sort of lightning effect pieces. Because the black colour would be a bit daft, they went with a dark purple, which does look nice, I will admit. This will be a perfect fit for my fused Zamasu or Goku Black. Yeah, these are coming in quite handy for my displays, by the way. Not for the Power Rangers, for Dragon Ball. But yeah, finally, let's get the Black Ranger into frame, because this is what everyone's came to look at. So yeah, it's the new pinless body. Thankfully, this guy is quite a bit tighter. Well, I'm saying that. Red was kind of a mismatch. And so is this guy, to be completely honest. I don't even know why I said he's tighter. His right arm, your left, his right, likes to pop out slightly. You'll see it's kind of went out a little bit, and when that does, it gets a little bit loose. But you can pop it back in, and it goes back to being tight again. So a little bit of a QC issue there, but nothing major or figure breaking. In terms of the head sculpt, again, say what you will about the Hasbro Lightning Collection, but these updated head sculpts are amazing. Like, they're actually better than the figure arts. And in fact, looking at this, I finally realise what was off about the figure arts black head sculpt all this time. I no longer have it. I get rid of the figure arts Power Rangers because even though I don't agree with people saying they were too thin, some of the head sculpts were just off, like, completely. But yeah, the figure arts on the Mastodon trunk, they highlighted it white, which isn't actually accurate. Or if it is, it's such a thin outline that it wouldn't be noticeable on a figure of this scale. Because, spoilers, on the helmets in the show, all these little lines that you can just about make out, black really doesn't do well on camera. Yeah, all those little lines do have a white outline to them. But yeah, obviously that's far too small of a scale for that. So yeah, this is probably the best black head sculpt. And I'm going to keep saying that every time I review one of these figures. The head sculpts are probably the best we've ever got for this scale of figure. And that's including all the Bandai figures and figure arts and all the rest of it. So yeah, props to the guy that sculpted all of these and designed them at Hasbro. He knocked it out of the park with these remastered figures. Only thing I'll say is there's a little bit of excess silver on the edge there, but nothing in X-Acto knife couldn't scrape off. Not that you can even see it. You can barely make it out on camera. But yeah. Yeah, absolutely nothing else to fault, really. Apart from maybe the hips are almost a different kind of plastic. They're more matte than their legs, but that's not really something you're going to notice, to be completely honest. But yeah, in terms of articulation, you can look up about that much. You can kind of look down. Not a lot, but it does happen. It's in a nice swivel joint. I did actually work on the neck this time, and I figured out you can break them in. They do swivel and hinge quite a bit better than what I was showing before, so apologies for that. You've got the butterfly joint, which kind of helps. It mostly just works backwards more than anything else. You can go up about that much,